Today, I have for you guys the best dribble moves on NBA 2K23. Now, Season 2 only dropped a couple of days ago, and with it, they added some new dribble moves. So today, I'm going to go through the new dribble moves they added, as well as talk about just the best dribble moves in the game, because, you know, some of them just stayed as the old dribble moves. But anyway, I'm going to be running you guys through the dribble moves I use, and just the best ones in the entire game. Now, if you're watching this video and you're not currently subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Something like 90% of the people watching this video are currently not subscribed, and it would be greatly appreciated if everyone watching could just hit that sub button. Also, if these moves help you out become a better dribbler, make sure to drop a like. Let's see if we can get 1,000 likes on this video. And these dribble moves in this video are going to apply to both next gen and current gen, whether you're on either game, it doesn't really matter. The dribbling systems are the exact same this year, and all the animations are the same, so it doesn't matter what game you're playing. These dribble moves work for both next gen and current gen. And finally, we are also going to be giving you guys badges and a few settings that you should change, along with all the dribble moves, so you become the best dribbler possible. With all that being said, let's go and hop straight into it. Okay guys, so if you go to your controller settings, there's a couple settings you're going to want to change. The first one is vibration. Now I have vibration on. You can turn this off. It's not literally, it doesn't really affect anything. It's kind of just the feedback you get. Some people don't like to have it on. It messes up their dribbling, but I like to have it on. This gives me some feedback, so you can turn this on or off. Now, the two main things I'm going to say to change are going to be the pro stick function and the pro stick orientation. Now, for the function, you can leave this on default. I run it on default. However, if you're a beginner and you might get stuck into a few shots or anything by holding the right stick too long, you can set this to dribble moves and you won't be able to shoot with the right stick, which may help you get used to dribbling with the right stick a little bit more. However, you're perfectly fine to just run this setting on default. Also, with your pro stick orientation, there's two options for this: absolute and camera relative, and you're gonna want to make sure this stays on absolute. Basically, no matter what direction you're facing, no matter where you are on the court, your exact dribble controls are going to be the same. As opposed to camera relative, it changes depending on where you are on the court, and that's just not good. We want it on absolute. But yeah, those three settings are the ones you need to change. Let's hop in some badges. Okay, so obviously I'm on current gen right here, and on next gen you might have some tier badges, or you might have to put some extra badges on. But I'm just gonna be breaking down the most important badges right here, and you have to just put on as many as you can, because next gen it's a lot harder to get every single good badge. Anyway, starting off, obviously one of the most important ones is quick first step. It allows you to be quicker off the dribble, and it's super important to have on either gold or Hall of Fame, or just as high as you can possibly get it. Now, the next most important badge, honestly, it's not handles for days this year. Handles for days, I feel like you can do without. You know, you probably still want to have it on. Handles for days, you're definitely gonna want to have it on. I actually found that it is unpluckable. You know, people are running rampant with these 99 seal builds. You're gonna want to have unpluckable on one of the highest levels you possibly can. How many of our extra badge points you have, put them on unpluckable, because unpluckable is so important. Now, obviously handles for days is also important. It's going to be helpful, so I would recommend running that on the highest level you can. It's going to make you not run out of stamina. But with the Gatorade turbo boost this year, I feel like you can dribble without running out of stamina, but handles for days always helps anyway. And finally, I found a badge that I actually like. I like killer combos. I think it works good, but I've heard a lot of people say this badge doesn't even work. So you can try it. You can say it doesn't work or anything. I like to run it, and this is where my last 5 badge points would go. But if you don't like it, you don't have to put it on. And some other great badges I would recommend are going to be a badge like bailout. If you're playing twos, you're going to bail out of shots. And if you want to get ankle breakers, you can run ankle breaker. And also clamp breaker is pretty good. It helps to fight off a lot of those bumpy animations that lockdowns get, so it can be pretty helpful to have on. But these are usually the badges I run, so these are the ones I would recommend for you to run. And obviously now we're getting into the dribble moves. Now I'm going to go one by one in each of these, talk about a few of the new ones they added, and really just what the best ones are. Now, starting off in our dribble style, they added Magic Johnson as a dribble style, and honestly, you're really not going to want to run this one. The best one is still going to be Michael Jordan, and honestly, no matter what build you have, you're going to want to try and aim for that 75 plus speed with ball, because Michael Jordan is really just the best dribble style in the entire game, and it's not really even that close. Now, moving on to our moving crossover, there's a couple that I've tried out. You know, I was using normal for a while. I tried out pro. I've looked through a lot of these. I've heard what other people are saying. A lot of them are just not good, except there is one at the bottom right here. We have Russell Westbrook, and this allows you to do this really OP move when you're just standing still. All you do to do this move when you're standing still is hold RT and flick up on the right stick, and it's gonna do this pretty glitchy move. So, you know, I would test it out if I were you. And obviously they did bring out Jason Williams, but Russell Westbrook is just by far one of the best moving crossovers in the game. Now, for moving behind the back, If you have a lower ball handle, it's really not the best. There's not too many great behind the backs. If you have a lower ball handle, I would recommend Allen Iverson or Zach LaVine. Otherwise, if you have a high ball handle, you can go ahead and get Steph Curry. Steph Curry is definitely the best one if you have a high ball handle, but for me, I don't get it. And they did add Kawhi this season, but for me, Kawhi just it doesn't even look that good. You can see it right there. It doesn't even look good. It's slow. The best ones for low ball handle are Zach LaVine and Allen Iverson. Now for moving step back, they did not add any new ones, but the best one is going to be Luka. This one gives a super long and quick step back, and it's just overall really, really good. Now for moving spin, obviously there's a lot of spins. There's even new ones, but honestly, I don't even test any of these out every year because basic is just the best one. Basic allows you to do the spin back move, which is really, really broken. And honestly, it's automatically just so much better than all of these. Now for moving hesitation, again on this one, it's a loop. I don't really use this move a lot, but Luka allows you to do that glitch hesitation move. That's why I use it. For me, I'm not too picky about this move. If you want to use another one, go ahead. But for me, I just use Luka. And like I mentioned, I don't particularly use this move super often, but I do use it occasionally, so I like to have on Luka. And finally, two most important things right here: your signature size up and your size up escape package. Now, starting out with signature size up, there is literally so many of these signature size ups and even a couple season 2 releases. However, I have 3 different signature size ups that you should be using depending on your ball handle. Now, if you have a 70, it should be Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler, it's solid, especially if you have a 70 ball handle. You can't really do much better than Jimmy Butler. Now, if you have anything 80 plus, you're gonna want to be using De'Aaron Fox. I was using T-Mac for a while, but I noticed De'Aaron Fox is just faster. A lot of the moves are faster. So I switched it up to using De'Aaron Fox, and it's just really, really quick. And all you need is an 80 plus ball handle. Finally, if you are under 6'5" and you have at least an 85 ball handle, which I assume what most of you guys do if you're under 6'5", it's going to be Steve Francis right here. This move is so broken. You got the little crossover spam you can do, you have the behind the back spam you can do, and all the moves are just so quick in this signature size up. It's literally so hard to guard, and people that are usually under 6'5" are incredibly fast too. So this signature size up is honestly one of the most broken moves in the game, and if you can get it, highly recommend putting it on. And finally, into these size up escape packages, clearly the most important one out of all of them, because I have tested out every single one. And when I test every single one, I'm really trying to find the best one. Now, we do have KD that was added in this previous update, the season 2 update, and Kevin Durant is pretty fast. It has some good misdirection moves, and the step back is super quick. And it really depends on your dribbling style. If you like that fast step back and using some of the misdirection moves, Kevin Durant may be up your alley. Now, if you have a lot higher of a ball hand, I actually like Damian Lillard a lot. You need a 90 plus ball handle for it. It has good misdirection moves, good crossovers, and it allows for that super long step back. And finally, the one I use on this current build is going to be Paul George. Like I said, Paul George and Kevin Durant, they have the same rating. Kevin Durant, you can try it out. It's pretty decent. Depends how you dribble. I like to dribble using Paul George, just what I'm used to, and it's how my dribble style is. So yeah, those are the main ones I would go ahead and recommend. And actually, if you do have a 70, you can go ahead and use LeBron James as well. LeBron James is pretty good if you only have a 70. But yeah, these are the playmaking moves I would recommend using. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If this video helped you out, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe. And with all that being said, I'm out, man. Peace.